So let's start with here. We go here to new Internet of Things, and then you have event hubs here. We click on this. So now let me create an event hub here. You can do it as a my insights, or you can just have say insights. So I'm just creating like the standard way of how you create this event hub. So this is what your pricing is. So let's go with the basic, just for the. If you look at this consumer group one, consumer groups, connections. So depending on your requirement, you can select either way, whichever you want. Let me select one here, standard. Then I want to show with multiple here. So create a new resource group. Resource group, now we are aware, correct? It's just a grouping about all our services. Location is West US, and if you look at this throughputs, correct? So you can set throughput units in range of 1 to 2. So let's make it as around 3 here. Enable auto inflate is like automatically it will scale because it's a cloud based, so you don't have to worry about scaling and all those things. Set upper limit from 3 to 20. Let's have this as default. Click on create. uh, Upper limit is, I believe, I'm also not sure of that. uh, is there like, anybody knows about this event hub upper limit? What is that? Yeah, yeah. It gives some error, correct? Let me see that. First, let's delete this cluster. So once you have event hub running, correct? So basically, essentially, what you do here is similarly how we have these Java applications which send and receive messages. Similarly, you can have applications where you can send and receive messages to event hub. I'll show you that. With partitions and yeah, same. That Kafka is like open source and proprietary. Yeah, this is more of the Azure. Yeah, same. Only the libraries, client libraries will be different, which I will show you. Because here we are using Kafka client libraries, and then there we use Azure client libraries to connect to your Azure event hub. Send and yeah, yeah, yeah. Java, I know. C sharp, know. Yeah, C sharp is there. So C sharp will be for Azure. C sharp will be the one of the main language. Python also, I think, is there. Yeah, Python is also there. Let's see our cluster is integrated. Okay, let me again try to do that. There we saw some error while creating. event hub. Same here. Do you need to refresh it? You can just use any refresh, it doesn't matter. Let's create one. So it's creating event hub. Yeah, so this is, we have created our event hub here, name it as my insights. So inside this event hub namespace, correct? So you can create event hub event like entity where you can actually send those message. So you click on this event hub. So now if you look at this, correct, this is on the same concepts as like Kafka what we have here. So let me give the name what I have in my program here. My insights event hub. So this is the partition. Again, like we know now what is the partition, message retention, how long the message will be there. This is the retention period for events. You can set the retention period between 1 to 7 days. So let's do here. Partition count, let's have 3. Yeah, that's a namespace. Yeah, namespace. And then inside this, we create our actual event hub here. Storage account, let's see here, create one. So now we have our event hub, my insights. This is the namespace. If you look at this, correct? This is the namespace what we have. You can have as many event hubs as you need here. These messages, all the details about your messages. So this is the namespace status, connection strings, correct? If you look at this connection strings here, you'll get the details about this. Now, when I let me go back here. Let's quickly go through an overview of this. I'm waiting for this to refresh. It will tell you number of messages, how many requests it has made, throughput, all the details for your messages, and what is the event hub. If you look at the properties, how we did for the Kafka, correct? That's similar to what we have here. So is it equal to topic in Kafka? Yeah, you're on the same. It will give you details about the messages sent, and yeah. So this is pretty easy. The same thing you can set it up using ARM templates, Azure Resource Manager, correct? Yesterday we spoke about everything. Whatever you do in Azure, you can always script it using your Azure CLI or like PowerShell in Windows. You can do that. So
But we can invoke exemptions or something.
yeah, you can do it for yeah, for one to do it. So this is what the partition count details about this. So now, if you look at, so this is what we have created here, correct? Uh, why is slow? Let me quit some of the programs here. I'm assuming everything slow. All right, let me launch application here. So what I'm trying to do here is like show you how we had uh, producer and consumers for the Kafka. Likewise, we'll be sending some message to the event hub, and then we'll be processing that. But it's on the same lines as like Kafka, everything. So you have just libraries for a Java application or a Python, and then you just send message. Huh? Sorry, I can't hear you. Huh? Hmm. Yeah. So for RabbitMQ, you will be having a client, correct, to connect to your. RabbitMQ. Yeah. So you connect to your client, get your message, and then you push it to Event Hub.
And Raffles will be there.
Yeah, there will be RabbitMQ clients will be there, correct? Let's wait for all this to come up. So if you look at this, correct, meanwhile it comes up. So this is a simple, again, a Java program. What we are doing here is like we are giving a namespace of our event hub, what we have given as my insights. We have given event hub name, my insights event hub, and then to connect, correct, to our event hub, we need to give key here. This is for the security. Is like I'll show you where we can get that. So we have to change this, and then this is what we are having a connection builder. We are making saying namespace, event hub name. This is the key. This is how we will actually be connecting to Azure now instead of our local everything. From our laptop, we will connect to Azure event hub, and then we will send message. This is the payload. So payload, if you see, this is just a JSON string here with some data here, ID, type, and like some kind of JSON data. And then we create a connection, and then we send this event. Here we are sending in an async way. So there is so it's kind of a non-blocking call, and then we send this message here. So the thing what we need to change here, we need to change this key here. So like for anything in Azure, correct? You need to understand some of the security like aspects here. So anything you create here, there will always be keys involved will be there. So who can access, like when you create a storage account or anything, you will be given a key. With that key, you will be able to connect to your cluster. So if you look at this, this is my key here, the policy, and then we have here primary key, we have secondary key, and this is what our connection parameters are. So like in a program, how you want to connect it, they will give, even for your SQL database, for anything, for your blob storage, we saw yesterday, correct?
Okay. Everything we need to connect in Azure, we should have
I mean, like, not this.
And not this
Yes,
exact key
yeah,
might
yeah.
have some
You will be having primary key and the secondary key for the security purpose. So, like, I will just copy this, and then yeah, and then let's put it here. So this is what our key will be, and then I will replace this key here. So now let's send message. Just processing here. And to run this, finish the run.